I hope you're sitting comfortably. This video is like 35 minutes long, but oh, look at those nails. So this is one of my regular ladies. You all know her. She's my extreme length lady. I thought I'd show a little time-lapsey thingy. So I'm trying to record more of these kind of things for social media, Instagram, all that. Oh, but I thought I'd add it into the video too. So basically this is me taking off a previous set, and I've never realised before, like, could my face be closer to her hands? I mean, it's like my nose is 2 inches away. Need to work on my posture there a bit. So what I do is I literally just nip off the length of the nails, and then I come in with my e-file and remove the rest of the nail down to a thin clear base. This makes it so much easier. Like, if you just clip off the nail and then remove the thin clear base and then resculpt, it is so much easier than if I tried to remove all those nails, debulk down to a thin base, but without resculpting, because you'd spend so much time doing that. It would be less time to just resculpt. Also with extreme length nails, I think it's better to resculpt every time myself. That's just my personal view. But yeah, so watch me, the hunchback, work. Oh my lord. And then I'm going to actually get into doing the nails. So as you saw, I've done all my natural nail work prep, and then on every single nail I'm going to apply a thin clear base. Now yes, I know every time I clip them off, but it gives me a base to work on. It makes sure the transition from natural nail to extended nail is nice and smooth, and it just makes sure that I've got something nice to work on, and obviously the natural nail is then protected too, because I've always got that clear base to go back to. I don't worry about getting the perfect shape. I want a rough shape. It doesn't need to be perfect. I don't worry about the thickness because I'm working straight on it anyway. I just want a rough shape. I think a lot of people can spend a lot of time working on their thin clear base instead of just getting on with the design work. So I've applied that, and then I'm coming in with, I want to say it's Orchid from CJP, which is this lovely matte pink, and it's a nice pink. It's not a too pinky pink. It's almost a dusky pink, but not. I mean, you're gonna see. I'm gonna stop talking, but you see what I mean? So it's like baby pink for grown-ups. I need to stop talking. So anyway, I'm going to apply this to the entire nail. I'm not going to use it as a strength powder because that would use a lot of acrylic, but I am putting a decent size layer on, creating a full colour nail, and then I'll cap the entire nail in clear acrylic. we're moving on to the next nail. As you can see, I've already applied that thin coat base. I probably should have started with this now because this one I'm going to do a candy cane design. So it's geometric design. I'm going to use white, and this is bright white from Hazel Dixon collection, orchid and glitter, to just create like a candy cane design down the nail. So I'm creating that first kind of triangle. You can cut in. I've filed in for all of these. So creating that first triangle, and then I'll let that set before filing it in. Some people may be wondering why I've only got a form on as I go. With this lady, we found that it works just so much better if I put the forms on as we go. I think because it's extreme length, I take a bit longer on each nail, they'll often move or jiggle about as we're working. So it's so much easier for me, for my working, if I just apply each form on the nail as I need it. And then on the middle finger, I'm doing an ombre. So I'm starting with the bright white, pretty much halfway down the length of the entire nail, blending it up, and then I'm going to pull that colour down. And I did an ombre with the bright white and the orchid. So I want a pink and white ombre, basically. And as anyone who watches my videos will know, I'm a layerer for my ombre. I know lots of people can do it in like one bead, bam, bosh, bosh, literally two beads of the two different colours, and they look amazing. I do not have that skill. So I prefer to work in nice thin layers and build it up that way. So I've just worked in various layers there, blending them in nicely, and I've still got a nice thin nail. I haven't bulked it out too much. And then when I'm happy with that ombre, I'm going to cap that entire nail with clear acrylic. Lied, I'm not. I'm going to cap it in glassy pink because I wanted that nice pink pop. But exactly the same, but with a glassy pink instead of clear. Then going back, and I'm using a 100 grit file. I have not taken the sharp edges off. I'm using this to file in my geometric, and I'm pushing against that acrylic, not down onto the nail. And then I'm going to come in with the next colour, and you basically do this down the entire length of the nail. So you change the colours, the width, everything, just play with it. There's no set rules with these candy cane nails. Sometimes they look a bit better when every other colour is white. I did not do it on this nail. I quite like it still, but yeah, just have a little play. And then the next nail, this glitter is something so special. This is from the Glitter Fairy Advent Calendar. This was day 2, and this was Christmas Rose. So every day on the Glitter Fairy group on Facebook, any extra glitters from the Advent Calendar, we're sharing a little video and we're asking everyone to help name. So pop your name down there and the winner will get a free bag. They're very limited amounts, so then at the end of every week they'll be listed and you'll be able to buy the extra Advent glitters. So if you missed out on an Advent calendar, you can still buy the glitters. And this one, oh, it is so pretty, just the perfect, it's just the right amount of pink, I think, for Christmas, because it's also got some like matte whites and it's got a lovely champagne gold in there. So I'm applying this in small beads, creating a nice thin base, so I've got a full glitter nail. And then I'm going to cap this in clear once it's all set into place. And then adding another layer to the candy cane nail. And now on to the other hand. Now this one I did with a beautiful, this is a Tiffany colour. This is Obsessive Compulsive from Glam and Glitz. Oh my god. This, I'm obsessed with it and it matches my logo perfectly. And I'm doing exactly the same thing. I just realised I'm doing a lot of breathing in. I'm really sorry. I'm aware of it. It's annoying me too. Sorry. So yes, so I'm doing this Tiffany teal because I wanted to do two different hands, but kind of the same, but different colours. And I wanted it to be festive, but not too Christmassy. So I think these are nice. These are wintry colours. I do think this mint and pink look really good as winter colours. As you can see on this now, I have not done a candy cane. I've capped in clear and then I'm coming in, and I promise I'll do this in another video slowly. So what I did there, I'm breathing, I'm so sorry, I don't know where that's come from. So I did, I capped my base layer and I tried to make sure I did the cap layer in as few beads as possible because I wanted it all setting at the same time. I then used my C-curve rods and I dipped them in acrylic before then imprinting on that setting acrylic. So what you want to use there, I mean, if you don't have C-curve rods, which not many people, I don't think, they're not a basic set, basic item of kit. So if you don't, use a straw. You'd be amazed, look around your house at something which has like a little circle in the end of it. So a straw, pen lid, you'd be surprised what you can use. Just make sure anything you use for imprinting, you dip in your acrylic powder first, so that when you dip it in the wet acrylic, it doesn't stick and snag. Then the full glitter nail on this hand, it was day 4 of the advent calendar, and this is Glacier. How that name, I saw it and I was like, yes, that is the name. Again, obsessed. We all know these are my kind of colours. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, and with the imprinting, once I had imprinted, I then used Vintage Bauble, which was one of the winter superfines, to just fill that in. Just leave it, and as you can see, once you file in, you then get lovely little glittery circles. I thought I'd share some of my file-in videos there, pictures there, because I quite like being all filed before you're going it with like top coating. So they're all filed in. Pinky fingers, I'm using tack-free top gloss, and on both of these I'm going to put some pigment. So on the pink now, I used the Crystal Chrome pigment in Halo, which, oh my god, is that amazing. It gives the most amazing gold shine. I can't find my silicone tools, so I'm just using my finger. Look at that. Is that the most beautiful, I mean, seriously, is that the most beautiful effect you've ever seen? Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this Halo. Dusting off any excess, and then making sure I double top coat that. And on the blue now, I use some of the Glitter Fairy, discontinued now, so there might be a few in stock, I'm not sure. There's Nebula. Did I use Nebula? Did I use Luna? I need to check that. I'll write it in the description below, which has like a bluey tinge to it. Then going to top coat that glitter now. Look at that. And I just think this glitter matched the set so beautifully. I like a glitter that's like sparkly, but it's not like, sometimes you don't like want like a disco holographic or anything, do you? Nebula, that is definitely Nebula. Look at that. So we've got that lovely blue sheen, so that will then really match in with the Glacier glitter. And again, double top coating that too. I'm talking so much today. It's like one of those really long videos and I'm getting all excited about it. And top coating that full glitter nail on here too. There's a lot of frost shards as a base in this glitter mix, so it looks like really icily crystally until you move it, and then you're like, oh my god, there's glitter there, they're not gaps. Now to top coat that candy cane nail. Oh my god, again, I love a candy cane nail at Christmas. How pretty is that? Oh, it's just so cute. And again, I really love the pink and the white and the glitters together on this. So adding a little bit of a detail onto the pinky fingers. So I'm using gel paint and I'm just creating like the icicle drip. So the good old dripping cuticles. That sounds awful, doesn't it? Sounds like a horrible fungal infection. But oh, what's wrong with you today? I've got dripping cuticles. Stop now. So it's a design that works quite well. I did one the other day for a set of nails for Christy, who runs Sassy Bee. So we did like a honey drip. You can do blood drips at Halloween, Christmas. You get all the snow drips. Yeah, so a dripping cuticle. I'm going to just apply the icicle snowy tendrils, and then I'm going to use the winter superfine in First Snow to make this textured. Now this superfine was made for this. It was created specifically for doing textured work, and it looks in the pot, I take it out of the bag, sprinkle it in the pot, and straight away it's like bam, that is the first snow of the season. When you come out in the morning and the sunlight's just glinting, oh, it's stunning. So I'm getting all a bit gushy, so I'll sprinkle that over the top and then I'll double cure this gel. Now we're moving on to the cluster. So we are using, again, Gel Play from Bling On from Accents, and the little chatons I'm using is a rosewater opal, a white opal, and then a crystal white patina. Oh my god. I might try it. I might do a little poll on the group and I'll try and put together a little cluster pack of these. Shout out if that would interest you. And then for the crystal trail, I'm using crystal shimmer, crystal AB, and white opal in various size flatbacks, and also the raindrop flatbacks. So I wanted to create, again, like I literally just voiced over another video with the little clusters on. I think these are really sweet. They're not too in your face. Anyone can wear them. Just adding a little snowflake, and then I'm going to use some of the teardrops, raindrops, I forget which one they are, and then just pull this down the nail. when I'm happy with that design, I'm coming in with my top gloss, using my detailer brush to get in all those little nooks and crannies, and then curing this in the lamp for 60 seconds. I also make sure I get that top gloss like in between the cluster, stuff like that. You really want to make sure that your gems are nicely secured. Take your time, because if you rush, you'll end up getting top gloss over your gems, which make your crystals, which means that they won't shine how they're supposed to. But if you do it properly and correctly, you'll get a cluster that will last 2 to 3 weeks. And then on the other nail, I'm coming in with, this is Gel Play, I want to say it's like Arctic Eyes or something like that, the blue one from Gel Play, from Accents, which I got from Hazel Dixon, and I'm just going to create a circle. Basically, I'm going to create a circle, do a little bead, because I'm going to do some 3D baubles as well. So applying this, and then I'm going to do a small one below, and then I'm going to cure this in my LED light. Then I'm going to use my hard gel. I'm going to apply a thin base. Then I'm going to pick up some of that glacier glitter, pop it on to the baubles, and then cure this before I then add the 3D part to these baubles. So once they're cured, I then come in with a bead of that gel, and I just carefully apply, you can see that holographic boom, and I apply that over that circle, and I just build up until I'm happy. And I always work in like I kind of spiral it into the center, so you end up with a really nice round bauble. If you need to, get your lady to pop the hand upside down so it self-levels a bit, and then I cure that in my lamp. And then these baubles need something to attach them, so I'm just coming in with my dotting tool and white gel paint from Hazel Dixon, starting in the middle and just going up from both the 3D and the imprinted. So we've got a lovely kind of Christmas busy bauble design on this nail. Once that's cured in the lamp, double cure for the HD gel paints, remember, I'm then applying my top coat, and then these nails are finished. So a nice douse of cuticle oil, and we're done. So I love this set, really loved it. She comes in twice before Christmas and halfway between Christmas and New Year. She's the only client I actually do between Christmas and New Year. And ta-da! I just loved it. I wanted to do Christmas festive, but not too Christmas in your face. And I think this is a good pre-Christmas set because her next set will be Christmas Has Vomited on her nails, quite literally. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I really enjoyed creating these nails. I enjoyed sharing this video with you. Shout out if you're interested in those cluster kits. And I will see you all again soon. Bye!